Rocking you on the job. It's 101.1 WJRR, Orlando's rock station.
You got it. Don't worry. Our computer's been acting up all morning.
We knew something was coming.
It's been like jumping and stuff and like skipping stuff. And
about 10 seconds to go in that song. Bam, blue screen of death.
Yeah, right before Tech It Out. But you can tech it out still.
Yeah, I'm going to run through Tech It Out. Hopefully this thing will reboot so we can move forward here.
Do you need my technical skills over there for the computer while you're doing this?
That's a hard no.
Okay.
Remember the Thursday Super Prize Pack up for grabs today. You're listening for 2 songs back-to-back from Motionless in White. Sold-out show coming. Been sold out forever. Not only do we have tickets, but we have a gold VIP upgrade awaiting the winner this morning.
Yep, we have not played those 2 Motionless in White songs yet, so be ready.
When the second one starts, you call 407-916-1011. Be the 10th person through, and we'll get you that prize pack. Again, it has not played yet, so... All right, good. That's firing back up. All right, thought I'd take a little bit of a different angle on Tech It Out, the latest tech news this morning. Obviously, the big worldwide global story right now is the war between Israel and Hamas after Israel was attacked Saturday morning. At this point, there are thousands dead on both sides at this point. There's an all-out assault that is probably going to launch at any minute into the Gaza Strip as Israel looks to stamp out Hamas. They've warned all the civilian population to get the hell out of the way. And they're doing their best, it appears, to try to avoid civilian collateral damage. How did this all happen when a country like Israel has some of the best intel, surveillance?
I mentioned earlier, their military is phenomenal.
All of the above. They are a nation that has been attacked time and time again and rightfully have built up their defenses to hopefully avoid something like what happened from happening, and it still did. How? What went down? Details are starting to emerge now, and it's all on the technical side of things. Israel has a couple of things that they use to protect their homeland. One is called the Iron Dome missile defense system. It effectively shoots missiles and rockets out of the sky before they can land in Israel. They also have something called the Iron Wall, which is a security border system between the Gaza Strip and Israel. It's about 40 miles long. That is where the failure came in. Along this security perimeter, there are various towers which are outfitted to monitor the entire length of this iron wall. Well, there apparently was some serious planning on the part of Hamas as to how to penetrate this unpenetrable defense, which has been there for a long time and worked fine.
To circumvent it.
All at once, they launched rocket attacks, unprecedented numbers of rockets coming in. So that's got Israel defenses on their heels right out of the get-go. At the same time, they used remote-controlled drones to drop explosives on the control towers that operate the entire iron wall, which includes remote-controlled machine guns, which they have been able to use to. Those were all disabled, everything disabled with this sniper fire to take out any physical guards that were along the wall.
Which would be one of the last defense mechanisms there.
Then, all that's done. They have a concrete barrier that is into the ground underneath the fencing security perimeter. In addition, they come rolling up with bulldozers at several designated areas and just rip through, and then followed by that were the Hamas fighters that flooded into Israel and just literally went in and started killing every man, woman, and child they could find.
Yeah.
It's the scary part here is if all these details are to be taken at face value, they did pick up on an enormous amount of chatter from Hamas on that Saturday morning. And for whatever reason, the forces along the security perimeter failed to recognize it or didn't get the message to be, hey, something's going on.
Or just overlooked it.
And it was too late. The attack was on. So even your best defenses are not 100% when someone is hell-bent on, as you use the word, circumventing them. And you see the resulting carnage. And there's going to be a lot more of this going on now as Israel retaliates moving forward. The other tech angle here that comes into play with this whole deal is so-called disinformation that gets out there on
that's with any war, yeah,
on the social sites. And we're seeing many examples of this. There was one clip that was widely circulated and viewed hundreds of thousands of times that was purported to show Hamas fighters shooting missiles or rockets at, Israel. It was actually footage lifted from a video game and worked into,
into real life.
Was not real. Then the latest, probably other example that is out there now, who was it? It was Donald Trump Jr. shared a video clip of Hamas fighters just slaughtering civilians. And many people pounced on it and said, that is not accurate. That video footage is from years ago. That's not to be believed. Well, the update as of this morning, not so fast. The video is real and was obtained from inside Israel, and it did actually depict what he said it depicted. So you don't know what's real, you don't know what's not, and it's all part of the misinformation or disinformation game that goes along with any kind of conflict like this. So be very careful as you take in this story, because sometimes you're told one thing and then you won't turn around later and find out maybe that's not exactly accurate. Mm-hmm. So again, technology playing a role on how things are fought on the battlefield now. Pretty crazy. Scary.
Yeah.
Flat out scary.
Don't believe everything you're told.
Sam Bankman-Fried's trial continues. The FTX founder, his ex-girlfriend on the stand this week.
Oh, somebody was asking about him yesterday. Yeah? What is she? Is she just spewing everything out?
With one of the more interesting things she had to say was his Sam's concerns with his public image, including the belief that he needed to keep his long, unkempt hair because he considered it very valuable in contributing to his narrative. I guess
to suck people in.
That he had this crazy look. Yeah, this guy, even though he's got a crazy look, is a genius, and you want to give him your money and get involved with this crypto stuff. So, yeah,
he's bringing in a lot of younger people with it.
Over his crazy hair. He's going to get crucified in the end here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, can you give me 1 second? I need to
reboot that.
Get this. No, it's rebooted. I just got to get back to where I can move forward here when we're done. If we have success, I think we're going to. Speaking of technology, ain't it great? And one final note here. SpaceX is disputing an FAA reports about the potential for Starlink satellite debris falling to Earth. They've launched all of these tiny satellites for global internet.
Yeah.
At some point, satellites fail, and at some point they fall from orbit and re-enter, and most of them, you hope, burn up. The FAA report indicated they don't think that all of those satellites, once they're done with their usefulness, will burn up and that debris will reach Earth. SpaceX disputing that, saying the FAA's report is based on old information and that their satellites are constructed with the specific intent of fully burning up before even getting close to coming back to Earth.
Because it's new technology, and he's smart enough, and they're smart enough to take that into... Yeah, that's good.
Here's the bottom line in this story. We don't know until they start falling years from now.
Yeah. So, I hate to be bass fishing in my boat and...
Right, taken out by a Starlink satellite.
I have great coverage and all, but...
So anyway, there you go. There's your Tech It Out for this week. We got Lynch and Taco's commercial-free Workday Rock Block coming up at 8.
Lynch and Taco on demand. Download the iHeartRadio app and listen anytime, anywhere.
This is JRR.